It's showtime.
BS&B Media, in association with STWF TV, the podcasting network.
Introducing the best in the world! Yeah!
What's going on, everybody? Welcome into the show, Best in the World, hashtag BITW. I'm Dale, and with me as usual, my guy Trell from Sports for You Wrestling. What's going on, man?
What's going on, Dale? How we feeling?
All good here, man. All good here. It's going to be a big weekend of wrestling with Vengeance Day and Grand Slam coming up this weekend. So excited about it, man. Excited about it. So
yeah, I'm more excited about watching Captain America this weekend. So I'm gonna be catching up on that probably Sunday or Monday.
Okay.
So,
yeah, nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. Yeah. You going to see Captain America live? Huh? I mean, at the theater. All right. Yep. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all. All right. So before we get into the show, as usual, man, we got to let you guys know about our King Cake giveaway and what we got going on, because it's real and I want to give you a chance to win. So, we did have a few winners from our previous week. This is our guy in Baton Rouge enjoying his King Cake, a real deal right there. And if you don't know how to win a King Cake, go ahead and check this out.
What is going on, people? It's your boy Chill Will. Yes, it's Mardi Gras season, y'all. And you know what that means. It's time for King Cake. STWF TV is giving away 2 King Cakes per week from Little J's Donuts during Mardi Gras. All you have to do is subscribe to STWF TV on YouTube and comment on the STWF TV shows. Comment the most and get put into a drawing. The names are randomly selected every week. That's right. Get a taste of Mardi Gras this year with Little J's King Cake, located in Harahan, Louisiana. Check them out on Facebook at Little J's Donuts or at littlejsdonuts.org. We'll be seeing you.
That's right. That's right. And to announce our King Cake winners from last week, congratulations to Patrick Dollar and Jesse Murray. They both won King Cake. So you guys enjoy that. Be sure you get in touch with us so we can get those to you. And yeah, enjoy those King Cakes, man. Enjoy the King Cakes. So with that being said, let's get to the show here. Man, probably the number one thing I saw with wrestling this week was this video, and inspired me to, do these slides here for the show. At least try to start doing some slides. But here we go. Chris Bay.
Yeah.
Man, I love seeing this right here. Chris Bay walking after the ring accident a few months ago back in TNA. Is so good to see him walking. Yeah, it's good to
awesome,
see him,
man. And we had wished him a happy birthday yesterday. So to see him up and walking, and it's awesome, man. It's like a lot of people were saying it's like the best piece of news you can get all week, despite no matter how your day is going, how your life is going. To see that, it's like, how can you have any hate in yourself after seeing something like that?
Yeah, absolutely, man. Look, they were talking about him not being able to move again, and he's progressing. So listen, I'm holding out hope we see him back in the ring now. Like I would
That'll
love
probably be
to
like
see
another
him,
2 years,
see him
probably.
wrestle
I mean,
again, though. Yeah.
yeah. I still haven't seen the video. I haven't came across it. But I can only imagine how bad it was. I've seen a lot of injuries in wrestling, so
Yeah.
but to
Absolutely.
be actually in a wheelchair and being told not to walk again, and next thing you know, on your birthday you're walking. So it's a that's a big flex. So shout out to Chris
Yes.
Bay, man.
Yes. Continue prayers for him because we want him to get back to normal and get back to entertaining us. That's what I want. So
Yeah.
that would be wonderful. So next up, man, from good news to bad news. WWE announces a bunch of releases, and I mean, some surprises, some not, right? So let's kind of look at this thing. One of the ones that I guess broke my heart a little bit, just because we just saw her post a little picture with Nikki Bella, is Blair Davenport. Apparently she gave up her spot for Nikki Bella to be in the Rumble. And so, yeah, they posted a picture with those two together, and now she's cut. So
Did the right thing and still got cut. That's crazy.
yeah, exactly. Play ball. She could have bitch and complained and all that kind of stuff, and they got cut. But she played ball and still got cut. So, look, another surprise for me on this list was Isla Dawn.
Yeah.
Like, I get it, like in ring wasn't too good and all that kind of stuff, but she had the look. Okay, like she had a look. And when she came to the ring and she had I don't know, she was always smiling and all that kind of stuff. Even it may have been an evil smile or whatever, but still it was a smile, and she looked good. So I'm surprised by that cut there.
Yeah, I didn't get it either because we just saw her not too long ago.
Yes.
Down in NXT with Alba Fire, taking on the bougie bullies from Metaphor.
Yes.
And it's like you got rid of one, but you kept the other one. And it's like, why? I mean, your tag team division's already not that good, especially in the female department. You could have used her. If she wasn't that good, you could have sent them both back down to NXT and have them start over, whichever, because their roster's stacked, and I'm pretty sure they're about to send some girls up. So there would have been some room there. So I didn't really understand it. There's one of the ones that I didn't like, especially, like I said, we just seen her not too long ago, and for her to just get cut like that that stinks.
Yeah, of course, man. Probably the biggest potential I think out there, a free agent, is going to be Sonya Deville, and that's because she's got a great look. She looks great. She held down that general manager role, which means she should be able to run a stable or do some kind of promo work that will keep fans interested. So
I mean, yeah, because when she was in Pure Fusion Collective, I'm not gonna say she was the weakest one, but it's like, but
she was a leader.
Shayna Baszler, she's already way well established and can go on her own. Zoe Stark, she's her stock is rising a lot, and she's very good. So if anything, that's another one that could have been sit down back down to NXT or something, but. And at the same time, it's like they don't really book them, so it's kind of like messed up that they're rarely seen on TV. They had a good entrance, they had a good name. They could have been wrecking shop, but I guess not that many factions are around in WWE. Yeah. So, but they could have gave her a shot, move her to SmackDown, have her go for the United States Championship, chase Chelsea Green, or if Michin wanted, chase Michin for the championship. So I think she should at least had another, opportunity to go on her own. And if she sunk. But I'm not really that surprised, like Taekwon said, because she's been around a long time, and Mandy Rose outshined her. Mandy Rose went back to NXT, became the NXT Women's Champion, while Sonya, unfortunately, her biggest claim was the role as SmackDown General Manager. So, right. She hasn't really stood out on her own. So it's not like it's just a recent out of nowhere fire. She's been around a long time and hasn't really established
she's been around a long time.
So I'm not too surprised about her release. Blair Davenport is the one I was very, very shocked. Yep. Exactly.
I mean, I thought she wasn't going to make it at all after Mandy left or whatever. But I mean, look, they never really did too much. I guess extended time on camera together, right? Like Mandy's top stuff was in NXT. That was her top stuff.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure had she not
the social media posts.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure had she not got fired eventually, she would have got called up to the main roster with the. I don't know if she would have brought the girls with her, probably, because they were very, very established, a high popular stable back then. So she would have been back on the main roster. Who knows? She probably would have been women's champion by now or what have you. So yeah, she made a name for herself, and Sonya kind of didn't. She just fell to being tag team here and there, leading stables here and there, but not really doing anything. So I'm not saying she's weak as in she can't fight or nothing. Just as far as character building wise, out of the three, she was less
the weakest link of those
of a hit, so to speak. So
of course the Good Brothers, they gonna land somewhere and do some indie stuff and make money. I'm pretty sure.
I mean, they're up there in age, and their last run was in NXT. So when you're a team of that caliber and they see you down to NXT, you pretty much got one foot out the door. Anyway, so there wasn't much they was gonna do with them because NXT is, basically a developmental. So there's only so much you could have did with the Good Brothers. But the one that pissed me off and the one that pissed a lot of people off was AOP.
I mean, this second stint was nothing, bro.
And that's not even their fault. It really not their fault at all. When they brought them back with Karrion Kross, when they brought them back with Karrion Kross, I'm like, oh, this is gonna be good. Like, I'm liking this. And when the whole Wyatt stuff, it was like they kind of watered them down. They could be having wars with the War Raiders right now for the tag team championships on Raw. They could be running the tag team division. They don't have a tag team division really, so getting rid of your top guys that were monsters back in the heyday of NXT, and it's like, I think this is like one of those times where I feel like Triple H dropped the ball on talent, and AOP was very high on my list. They're like the modern day Road Warriors mixed in with Demolition. They're big, they got skills, they can wrestle, and you mean to tell me you couldn't find nothing to do with them? So.
Yeah,
I could see them going to TNA, wrecking shop in TNA. And those guys, they went through a whole lot of stuff with, not immigration, but
after COVID, during the COVID restrictions or whatever.
Yeah, the traveling and all that stuff. So that's what led to, I think partially led to their release, because they couldn't get here. They couldn't be in the States. So they finally come back under the new regime, and it's like they really haven't done anything. It's like that's just a waste of they pretty much wasted those boys' time, and I think they should have did something way better with those guys.
Yeah. Yep. Okay. Let's talk a little bit of WWE. Then we're gonna circle to some AEW and then probably come back to NXT. I think that's how we're gonna do it. Unless I forget what I just said and then do it somewhere else. All right. So let's start off with SmackDown. We saw Bianca Belair qualify to get into the Elimination Chamber. Do you think she has any chance on winning that match and getting to WrestleMania?
Bianca? Oh, that's always a
Mhm.
high percent chance. She
Yeah.
can get through the chamber.
Mhm.
There's always that. What if she wins? We never got her and Rhea on the main roster. We got to run that. So that's always going to be in play. Still wondering if she does win, how's that going to factor in with Jade Cargill? Would she be acquitted of any suspicion if she wins the chamber and goes on to Mania? Because you're not going to have her go out to Rhea and still got to look over her shoulder with Jade Cargill. So that wouldn't make any sense. So it's an interesting dynamic, but she is, as of right now, I believe Bianca's like the heavy favorite to walk out of the chamber. I mean, she can always get Rhea Ripley later on down the year, but it could be Mania, so we'll see how that goes. Because I'm wondering how that story with Jade Cargill is going to come out. Are they going to hold her off until after Mania so she can have her chase Bianca all the way to SummerSlam, or what? So,
but you think that's the direction we're getting is Bianca versus Jade? This is what the story is leading, at least.
If she's the one that it all depends if she's the one that they're gonna book to be the one that did it. If she didn't do it, I'm pretty sure her and Jade, they probably gonna have that maybe next year in New Orleans or some other time. But it all depends on that case, that story.
Okay. Drew McIntyre defeats LA Knight and Jimmy Uso in a triple threat match to qualify for the chamber. I mean, I think you need the elimination chamber with him in it, so I like it.
Yeah. Scottish Warrior going ape shit mode in the chamber. Yeah, sign me up. If Jacob's not in it, you gotta have McIntyre in it.
Yep. What you think about this Carmelo Hayes and Akira Tozawa beef here? Because he took out Tozawa while he was coming to the Royal Rumble. That's how ISO Speed got his slot, and they paid it off with the match where Carmelo Hayes defeated Tozawa. Really nothing on the line, but he defeated him. What do you think about this?
I mean, I guess Melo needed a recess break. That was definitely a filler match. Wasn't really needed per se. So now I'm starting to wonder, okay, now what they're gonna do with Melo now? Because now you're putting him in matches with Tozawa. I get it. He jumped him, took him out the Rumble, which, if he didn't do that, we never would have gotten the spear seen around the world with ISO Speed. So thank you, Melo, because he definitely did miss on that. I came in to say Odell rules. Shout out to Odell. Man, I haven't heard a name like that. I haven't heard a name like that since back in the good old days.
It's me Scottish name.
But yeah, man. It was whatever. I didn't really care too much about it. I'm trying to maybe they're gonna continue this rivalry with him and Jimmy Uso. This on SmackDown, so we'll see how that goes. But yeah, I didn't really give a shit about it, to be honest with
you. Tiffany Stratton confronts Charlotte Flair with her, tour of who am I going to face at WrestleMania. What'd you think about this one?
I had her. I had her penciled in to pull up the upset and beat Charlotte, but watching her deliver that promo against Charlotte, she's losing. It's only thing she said was, she's gonna, she want her to pick her so she can get out of her shadow and prove that she's not Charlotte Flair 2.0, that she's
right,
the Tiffany Stratton.
Yes.
So it's like you're in the ring with pretty much arguably and heavy argument that she's like the female GOAT with the female GOAT of WWE. I said this before, to give me even 1 ounce of hope, she got to bring her A game between now and Mania, because Charlotte Flair, love her or hate her, that woman is a shark, and if she smells that you're not ready, she gonna get you. So I feel like she's gonna choose Tiffany over Rhea.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's gonna be Tiffany Charlotte at WrestleMania. And I think Tiffany is going over. So
I mean, I got that hope that she pulls off the upset and have an actual good reign, but Charlotte hasn't touched a piece of gold in about 2 years.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Took saying Charlotte Ripley is the way to go.
But if Bianca's in the mix, I'd rather see Bianca and Rhea. That's the money match right there.
Bianca, yeah, they haven't done it. They honestly haven't done it, and that's one of their big four or whatever, right? Like, Raquel's like one of the other ones, So yeah, like they haven't done it. So I think they do it. I honestly think they do it.
Yeah, I agree, Lena. She should be a chaser, but her last name is Flair, so let's see how long that goes.
Yeah. Charlotte don't really chase very much. She shows up, she wins, and she goes on a run. Eventually, she loses and goes away for a long time.
I mean, she was prior to her getting injured. She was in other feuds as a face, and she failed to beat Asuka in that triple threat. So, she was. Who knows when she's going to get another title opportunity after that? But shit happens, and she's back, and she's going to be right back up in there. So it still should have been Io.
I forget what brand Bianca Belair is on, because
she's on SmackDown,
tag team champ. So
she's booked. She was drafted on SmackDown, so she's technically a SmackDown star.
Okay. All right. We saw Alexa Bliss completing her first match since returning, and she qualified for the Elimination Chamber by defeating Candice LeRae. I guess kind of to go along with it, you saw some stuff from the Y6 kind of get I guess tweeted out there or whatever, kind of hinting that Alexa Bliss is kind of with them. But I saw something, a rumor or whatever, that says Uncle Howdy is not on the road and he's not injured. WTF.
That he's not on the road?
He's not on the road and he's not injured. WTF.
I mean, it could be anything, man. The man could be sick for all I know. I mean, they haven't really booked him yet, so why have him go on the road? Maybe they're saving him for something else, saving the group for something else, because you haven't seen them. I mean, even during Alexa Bliss's win, excuse me, the Y6 make their presence felt with the static on the TV a few times.
Right.
So,
and she's walking out with the Fiend Forever shirt, pretty much. Jacket or whatever.
Yeah, that's dope. I mean, I know people are shitting all over the Y6, but I've said this multiple times. The fact that Bray Wyatt isn't here is like he's the only one that really had the mind to make that a masterpiece, as we would want it to be. So Bo Dallas is doing all that he can, but he's not his brother. He doesn't have the same brain as his brother, so he doesn't have the same,
Take it back now, too. Take it back now.
Get out of here. But like he's not here, so it's not like he can't, guide and see everything happen to fruition. So that was one of the things I knew what was going to happen when he came back, because you can see someone's ideas written down, but unless they're there to see it through, it's kind of hard to try to get it down, the way it should. So that one, I try to give grace on that because the man isn't here, and they're.
Well, we talked about it though, bro. Like we said, you can always start up the Wyatts, right? Because it's always, oh, they're coming. Oh, they're coming. Oh, it's gonna be good. Oh, they're here. All right, you can do that too. Then they come out and do the same thing, maybe a couple weeks, and then it's like, all right, what else you got for me?
Exactly. So it's just the feuds, man. It's like, who do you put them in a feud with?
Yes.
It's like, who do you feud them with? I mean, the bloodline. I mean, do you feud them with them? I mean, there's not really that many stables, so it's like they're really keeping them, as a very, very, special stable because there's not that many factions out there. So who are they going to put them against next? They moved to SmackDown, so there's always that possibility of them, running to Solo and his bloodline. Anytime now, or maybe Roman and his guys. So you just never know. But it was a good idea to move them off of Raw because there was nothing going on for them on Raw. But yeah, that's it stinks, but I'm not surprised how it's being booked. But it should be booked better. But again, you can only do so much when you're trying to live out someone else's dream who's not here.
I understand that. All right. So we did on SmackDown. We saw Cody Rhodes and Jey Uso defeat Jacob Fatu and Tama Tonga. I mean, I guess I started seeing them that they're trying to start something up with Jacob Fatu, Tama Tonga, like firing them up. But we got a shocking return from Cody Rhodes. I'm sorry, Sol Sikoa, who spiked Cody Rhodes at the end of the show, pretty much. I guess like where does this leave the tag team of Jacob Fatu and Tama Tonga?
I mean, I still think they're a tag team. However, at any given time, at the drop of a hat, Jacob can easily, have a solo run. Because like remember he said he's off the leash now. So with Solo being back, we haven't really seen him with Tama Tonga and Jacob Fatu yet. So because last time we saw them together, Solo just walked off. And I don't know if you guys picked up on it, but ever since he walked off, you never heard Jacob say, "I love you, Solo."
Right. That's gone now.
He's been on the mic a little bit more. Yeah, he's been on the mic a little bit more lately since he left. So it's going to be an interesting dynamic to see those two have that conversation. This tomorrow on SmackDown if they do have it. So I'm anxious to see what's going to develop out of that. Is Jacob going to have something to say to Solo for walking off, or is he going to go right back to "I love you, Solo"? Which at this point is like, why if you haven't said it for the past couple weeks? Right. So he hasn't said it since the SmackDown after Netflix when he lost the Bloodline match, the Tribal Warfare match. So it's anxious. I'm anxious to see how those two dynamics. I mean, what's going to happen here? Is Solo going to get another title shot? Is Solo going to be added to Elimination Chamber?
Yeah, Solo's got to be in a chamber, bro. He got to be in the chamber.
So, because I guess he has unfinished business with the Nightmare, so we'll see.
Yeah, he's got to be in the chamber, bro. Like, there's no way he's not going to be in this chamber. So, all right, let's get over to Raw. Starts off with Jey Uso, of course, coming out doing this thing, yeeting for 10 minutes. Crowd loves it, absolutely loves it. And then pretty much we get a fight between him and Gunther. Gunther like beats the crap out of him, right? Beats him down like, you better not choose me. You better not. All right. Walking out, Jey Uso gets on the mic. It's like, I might regret this or whatever, but I want you, Gunther, at WrestleMania. So again, this is something that we both said was going to happen, right? That was going to be a matchup.
Yeah.
But I like the way they got to it with the beat down, everything, and then getting on the mic. I pick you. Yeah.
That pretty much forces his hand. It's like, all right, I was gonna actually take my time and go over this after the chamber and give my answer, but all right, you want this ass whooping? All right, I'm gonna get you now. So
yes, absolutely, man. So I'm definitely looking forward to that matchup there.
I think he's gonna do it.
Yep. And the good thing too about this is it gives Gunther that chance to still be that just heel, an absolute dominant heel that he's been, his whole run. I get the whole questioning himself, little phase he went through, and I guess that's to like kind of make him a little bit more human and all this kind of stuff. But we get an Unchained Gunther at WrestleMania here. Yeah.
Oh yeah. The unstoppable force, man. Like I'm all for it. This is gonna be the moment where fourth time will be the charm this time, and yeah, man. It's people might crap on it, but they don't really have good wrestling logic.
Yeah. All right. Io Sky and Dakota Kai defeated Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez in a tag team match. I found this surprising just because I thought they were trying to heat up Liv Morgan and Raquel as a tag team to end up, going up against Bianca and Naomi eventually. And now they're losing. I don't get this one. What'd you think?
I mean, there's only one loss. Something tells me that they're setting up Io for something. I don't know what it is, but they're setting her up. So Liv and Raquel, they can easily still, go after Jade and Bianca. I mean, not Jade and Bianca, Bianca and Naomi, despite that loss. So they'll still find a way to get into and get another match with those girls and quite possibly win the titles, which at this point, those titles probably not going to be defended to probably WrestleMania. I'd be surprised if they're defended at the Chamber, which they won't be because Bianca's going to be inside the Chamber. So unless it's going to be on another, random SmackDown, I don't see those titles getting defended anytime soon. So they can still wind up winning those at WrestleMania. So I think they're building Io. That was Dakota Kai's first night back after that nasty concussion due to Zoe Stark's missile. Yeah. So yeah, I think they're setting up Io for something. She already has a match with Rhea coming up, so that's gonna be a good match. So I'm looking forward to seeing that as well.
All right. See from Greg here. I don't think Jacob is turning on Solo. It isn't time, and he is in the chamber. Jacob will have a spot, hand his spot over to Solo, and Jay will finally have his moment and beat Gunther at Mania. Okay, so he's saying Jacob gonna get into the chamber and get a spot. Okay.
Yeah. I don't see Jacob getting an opportunity to be in the chamber to begin with. I think either Solo's going to demand to be put in it or he's going to beat someone to get put in it. But I don't think Solo's already, Jacob's already given up his tag team championship. I don't think they're going to put him in that position and have him give up his spot, especially the warpath Jacob's been on.
Yeah.
Especially he's no longer on no leash now. He's off the leash. So I'm pretty sure that means whatever spot I get, I'm taking. So I'm pretty sure him and Braun Strowman ain't over yet anyway. So he has his own thing to worry about.
Yeah. Yeah. Good point here by Lena Dow here. She's got the feeling that it's going to be a triple threat match for Rhea Ripley's title.
It could be if Jay keeps sticking her nose in if she comes after Bianca and Bianca won the chamber. So it's going to be a little interesting development. Rhea's like, I got Bianca at Mania. but she's like, I don't care. I still want Bianca. She did this to me. I can see that turn into a triple threat.
Yeah.
And just have Jade in there, being carried a little bit. And it adds an interesting dynamic on who's going to walk out as champion at WrestleMania if it is a triple threat, because any one of those women can easily win that match.
Yeah. Yeah. Also on Raw, we saw Bayley defeat Lyra Valkyria to qualify for the Elimination Chamber. This one, Bayley won with a roll-up. So I actually started thinking Lyra might get into the chamber here. But I think it's a missed opportunity not to have somebody like come in and pick up the pieces or whatever and maybe like beat Lyra Valkyria down as a challenge for our Intercontinental Championship.
Oh, you mean like Ivy Nile?
Yes.
Yeah.
Give me something like that.
Yeah, why?
You got to defend this title, bro.
Yeah, why was Lyra even in the qualifying match to begin with?
Okay,
she's an Intercontinental champion. Why? Okay. I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep the same energy I keep with Tony Khan when he's booking, champions in these tournaments. Why is the Intercontinental champion trying to qualify for Elimination Chamber? Like, it doesn't make any sense. You could have put anybody else in there. You could have. Alba Fire wasn't doing nothing. You could have brought Alba Fire over and have her in the match with Bayley, because we all know either way Bayley was going to win this match. You could have brought over somebody else, to face Bayley, but it shouldn't have been. It could have been Ivy Nile. It wouldn't make sense, but she's not champion, so it wouldn't have mattered, because we already knew that Bayley was going to win anyway. So you could have put Ivy Nile in there, because Lyra did not need to be in that match, and she did not need to take that pinfall loss as a champion.
As a champ, yes.
On Monday Night Raw. So that one made no sense to me either.
Or have somebody interfere in the match, cause Bayley to win because they want this Intercontinental Championship. Like that makes sense to me.
Yeah. Ivy Now's been targeting her since before the Royal Rumble. Yes. She targeted her at the Royal Rumble. She keeps getting in her face every week on Monday Night Raw. So it doesn't make any sense on why she's in this match. She should have not been in this match, period. You could have put Ivy in there. Dakota came back. He could have, at least add Dakota in there against Bayley, on her first match. You know what I'm saying? It could have been just anybody. Like, why the champ? The champ shouldn't have been there.
What you think about this question from John? Should Chelsea versus Naomi happen tomorrow? Well, SmackDown.
I mean, Naomi's not winning, so because they still booking Michin to get one more shot at her. Is still chasing her, so Naomi ain't winning.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to see that. Yeah. I like the run Chelsea's on. Let's keep on the run.
Yeah, she's not winning that. No, I don't understand why they would have that match anyway. So I think Michin, unless he's talking about Michin, because I haven't heard anything about Naomi and Chelsea Green in the United States match. So last time I checked, Michin is still trying to get one more match out of her. She's pulling a Christian Cage.
Yep. Let's see, if it's Jade versus Rhea versus Bianca, you have Bianca turn heel at Mania. If that happens, have her win the Women's Raw Championship at night 2 if she's dropping her tag title.
Yeah. If she's winning, if she's the one that did it, she's automatically gonna turn heel. So that'll play up perfectly.
Well, I like the Bianca turning heel for the simple fact of you can do it with Montez too, and like lump them all in together.
Like finally put those three together.
Yes.
Again.
Yes. So that way she can give them the rub too, and boost them up.
Yeah.
So,
I agree.
Yes.
100%.
Yes. Okay. It's a qualifier. All right.
Oh, for the chamber. Oh.
Okay.
And if that's the case, then yeah, that's another thing. I just said with Lyra, if it's a qualifier match, why is Chelsea Green in this match?
Right. Yeah.
Put Piper Niven in there.
Yes. Piper.
You know what I'm saying? Like, she already busy with Michin down her back.
Yes.
B-Fab is still down her back. So why is she in these qualifiers? Why did the champions are in these qualifiers? It doesn't make any sense.
Yes. Champions should be treated as top tier, not scrambling like everybody else.
Exactly.
Yes.
They're the mid-carder. They're supposed to be the workhorse champions. Why are they in qualifying matches for a spot they're not going to get?
Yes. Because honestly speaking, I think every champ should have a spot on WrestleMania. Somewhere on the card.
Yeah, that's the whole purpose of being champ.
Yes. Yes. Exactly.
I mean, back in the day it was.
So everybody else is scrambling to try to get on WrestleMania by challenging one of these champs or whatever.
Yeah.
You know, that makes sense. So yeah, champ should not be trying to get another space to go qualify for WrestleMania or something.
They ain't doing no double champs and no mid-card titles. Get out of here. Come on,
yeah. We did say that earlier. Tiffy versus Charlotte, and I think Tiffy go over.
Yeah, I don't know how she gonna win, but yeah.
So yeah. All right. Dirty Dom comes out and interrupts AJ Styles doing his promo. Dirty Dom is just the heel. You add water and boom, you got an interesting match or whatever. This is how it is.
Yeah, I don't know if you saw it, Dale, but I had came across his photo earlier today. It was like 2006 or 2005. There was a photo of a young AJ Styles in TNA and a picture of Dominic Mysterio, you know, playing on his PSP on one of the episodes of SmackDown. And then the bottom of the photo is them in 2025 staring at each other. I was like, sheesh. Like, we old, man.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Finn's out of there.
Yeah, I think Finn will leave pretty soon here. That's what I think. Yeah.
Either Finn's out of there or they're all just gonna disintegrate and Liv, Dom, and Raquel are gonna go their way, and Carlito's gonna be left by himself because good old JD is he's still healing from, you know, from his wounds and whatnot. So yeah, it's either that or, like I said, Finn's gonna be the one getting kicked out because Finn is still going after Liv, and of course Dom's gonna stick up for his girl. So, you know.
Poor Dom getting roast like barbecue. Rhea's clowning him. Woods destroyed his mustache. AJ Styles calling him Ray's punk kid. Man's getting cooked harder than the haircut.
Yeah, but he's still over like 9,000 though. I mean, he's the chicken tender king.
I saw the what was it? The thing at Royal Rumble.
Didn't make any sense either.
Or you can just punch Dom or whatever, little dummy. Little dummy machine, you can just punch him with a mustache and all that. Crowd was hilarious, bro.
Yeah, and to John's point, just because it happened before, it doesn't mean, you know, it needs to be repeated and happen again. Because, you know, when Logan Paul was in those matches, he didn't have an opponent yet. Both champions got challengers chasing them down. So that's why I'm saying it really doesn't make any sense to put them in these qualifiers where they already got future matches being set up. And if they're not going to defend them at the Chamber, I'm pretty sure these are going to be WrestleMania matches. So why are they putting them in if they already got challengers? That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. The last match was Logan Paul defeating Rey Mysterio to qualify for the Chamber.
Easy.
Kind of surprised he just beat Rey Mysterio like that, but he beat him. But it did the end part, I guess, did make sense. The fact he's laying there, and then in comes Kofi and Woods to jump Rey Mysterio, and the show goes off the air. I really wonder what happened after that. Did you watch anything else online?
Yeah, they just jumped the shit out of them, and LWO tried to make a save, and they just beat the hell out of the LWO as well. I don't understand this. They're on Netflix. They can pretty much dictate what time they go off the air.
Right. Well, why
are they doing this? Why are they doing this when the show goes up there? Like, you can pretty much dictate when you want to do this. You want to go 3 hours? You want to go 2.5? You want to go 2 hours and a quarter? Like, he could have added that part in there, and then have them whoop his ass while it's going off the air if you want to do it that way. But don't just have it go off the air just when they're about to beat him down. It's like, oh, come on, man. What's the purpose?
To make you go to the YouTube page. That's what it is.
I mean, come on, fam.
That's what it is. Make us go to that YouTube page. All right. Let's talk some AEW now.
Yeah,
because we got Grand Slam coming up this Saturday, and just like you said, it's gonna be tape delay.
Yeah, and they got it. It's going to be simultaneously, coast to coast, whatever, right after the All-Star game.
Yeah, right after the All-Star game. You can't even give me a time.
Whenever the All-Star game is over again.
You can't even give me a time, bro. This is supposed to be Mage. Okay, this is Grand Slam, bro.
I mean, they easily, if WWE can have a pay-per-view, a PLE come on at 2 a.m, eventually people are gonna wake up and watch it. So I don't know why they couldn't just have, film it whenever they filmed it, and just if it comes on at 2 a.m, fuck it. It comes on at 2 a.m. Eventually people are gonna wake up and watch it. So I don't know why they went through all this trouble. It's like, come on, Tony, be better, man. It's some things you just can't help. So don't even have a time. It says immediately following in the All-Star game. If I'm the All-Star game, I go as long as I want.
Well, they will. They definitely will go as long as they want. There's no doubt about it. That's the A show. This is coming on afterward, man.
Exactly. Ain't no telling what's going to go on after the show, press conferences or interviews or whatever. So
yeah,
might as well just did that at 2 a.m. Just be done with it.
All right, man. Let's start with this Grand Slam card here. We've got look like a 3-on-3 match here with the Learning Tree versus Bandito and the Outrunners.
Yay.
Yeah, pretty much.
I'm over the Learning Tree BS. I'm over the Learning Tree BS. I didn't like it day one. I don't like it now when they have that stupid teaching segment, whatever it is they do. Whatever that New York theme thing they got going on. Yes. It's annoying as hell. Yeah, it's annoying as hell. I don't care.
Yep. Same here. But one we do care about. Mercedes Moné versus Harley Cameron for the TBS Championship. Harley got a chance at home?
I don't know, but shit, she made me a believer. I said it in the group chat. I will marry that woman for her immigration papers if she needs help.
That's a hell of a plan, dog. I'm like,
you know what?
I didn't think about that first.
she last week she climbed into my top 5 because she's talented. Then she did the CEO video with the puppet and was actually freestyling on Mercedes' beat.
Yes,
that right there.
I thought that was gonna be it. Like, just let her drop that video, and that's it. But then she went into like a promo, and that kind of messed it up for me a little bit.
Yeah,
but the first part was fire, bro.
Yeah, I was like, God damn. I was like, she's the best thing on AEW outside of Toni Storm. Yes. She's right there next to Jada Parker. Jada's 1A and Harley Cameron's 1B. So it's like the woman organically got over on her own.
Yeah.
And all it took was for Sarai to get out the way.
Well said.
Soraya got out the way, took care of her own personal business, and pretty much Harley was just, floating around, here and there, and struck lightning in the bottle.
Oh, speaking of Soraya, just quick side note. I saw she was doing OnlyFans too. Like, I don't know if she's like really posting hardcore kind of stuff. But
I didn't know
like,
she was either.
It seemed like every like female wrestler over there now is like doing.
I mean, Tony doesn't give a shit, so
Yeah, I know.
I
know that.
She ain't doing nothing right now anyway. So, but I think she's about to be gone soon from AEW because I think her contract is up soon.
Yeah, she made mentions of coming back to WWE and like nah.
I mean, that's always a possibility. I mean, the way Paige's career ended, not once but twice, it's she never had a chance to, quote unquote, finish her story, so to speak. So I would doubt it. I really wouldn't, because Paige was her now, and I don't she's missed over there, so it's definitely one of those never say never.
I didn't know Jordan Grace was doing it too. Okay.
Oh, I mean, yeah, she did. I knew
Mm-hmm.
Jordan Grace had one. Because she used to always, she actually, because I follow her on Instagram, she actually had it, posted like her link or whatever on there. So, yeah, what AC saying is true. Like, when you get to WWE, it's like, yeah, we have to cut that.
Yeah, absolutely. You can't do that there. If they ever change that policy, Mandy coming back.
They're not. That's why we're probably never gonna see Mandy Rose.
Yeah, but look, I ain't gonna lie. Like Tiffy, like she pretty much replaced Mandy. Like, for real, she really did.
Yeah, the buff Barbie. Yeah,
because like I honestly didn't think they were gonna be able to replace what's the girl all red everything? Hang on, I can't think of her name.
All red everything.
Yeah, the red hair. Back in the day, well, not back in the day, but a few years ago. You remember on Total Divas?
Oh, Eva Marie?
Eva, yes.
It was not that hard to replace her.
Well, look, at this time, I thought she was like the most gorgeous woman in the world.
Oh, you talking about that? Well, I mean, yeah, but you want to talk about trash. I mean, she had to look. She definitely had to look, but yeah, no. I mean, I don't know if Vince wanted her to be that type of person, like supermodel that don't wrestle. So I'm not gonna totally say she was trash, but Vince had her character trash.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not saying, I'm not talking about a wrestler. I'm just talking about the way she looked. That's really it.
Yeah. She was all right.
Yeah. All right.
But yeah, Hardy Cameron, if you're watching, if you need any international services, our international relations are at an all-time low, so we gotta band together.
Build those relations back up, man.
Yes.
All right. And we have a Bisbane brawl. The Death Riders versus Cope and Jay White.
So Adam Copeland. I'm not calling him Cope. That sounds cheesy.
Cope.
I
said call him Cope.
I like the only interesting thing about that is when they stole the briefcase. I'm like, oh, we're finally gonna see what's in that thing. No, they want to smash with a barbed wire with a spiked.
Like that is not how I would open up a case. By picking up some damn piece of wood with some nails in it. That is not how I would do it.
And they wind up getting it back. So it's like, and it's like I see Jay White, but I'm like, why isn't the guns helping?
Yeah. Nope, they want to keep him with Cope. That's why. That's why. So, look, honestly, it's really nothing on the line here. All this is leading to is a match between Cope and Moxley, right?
Yeah, in LA, which I don't have. Cope, I don't have Adam Copeland winning.
Right. So I got the Death Riders winning this one. So this is a terrible card, honestly.
Yeah, that's why it's like you did better just showing this at 2 a.m.
Yeah. Just
no one's gonna care to watch it. It's Valentine's Day weekend.
So
NBA All-Star Game is on. So it's like, who is gonna sit around and wait and watch AEW? I mean, let's be for real. I mean, I don't think Vengeance Day is gonna get that much views anyway, because again, it's Valentine's Day weekend.
Yeah, exactly. Mm-hmm. Yeah. For the AEW Continental Championship, Okada versus Buddy Matthews.
Hey, Taquan's stupid. I know where he got that from. Shout out to Martin. Got the draws. Got the draws. Got the draws.
That's right, man. That's what we're doing this weekend. That's what we're doing. So, but yeah, man, I see Okada retaining.
Oh yeah.
And I mean, Buddy does have home field advantage, but you know,
every Australian is not winning, except maybe we'll get to, the Queen later. But everyone else that's born Australian going for a championship, I don't see them winning. So it's gonna be a good match because we haven't really seen much of Okada. Really, well, I haven't because I don't watch Collision. But it's gonna be an interesting dynamic with Buddy and Okada. So that's gonna be good to watch.
Yeah.
Whenever I watch.
Yeah, I've been unfortunately watching Collision, so because they stick Tony Storm on there sometimes, and I gotta catch it. I need my Tony Storm fix, okay?
Yeah, and Mariah May too.
And speaking of Tony Storm, we're going to talk about the AEW Women's World Championship match between Mariah May and Timeless Tony Storm. The two who should be loving each other, but they're fighting. Breaks my heart. But this is what we got going on. Again, I love that Timeless Tony Storm is back. And the minute she came back, she took off all her clothes. I love it. Okay.
She's like a short little mama just standing there, like one of those little kids that's in timeout or something.
You know what we want, Tony. You know what we want. So I definitely see Tony winning this one, getting back her championship. Mariah May has done a good job as champion, and I think this whole feud over the year has really boosted Mariah May. And I think she can be a primetime player for AEW. Now, we'll see what happens next for her, but I think this whole run's been pretty good for her. Would you think?
Yeah, I'd be hell surprised if Tony Storm loses. I'm just gonna be like, touche, Tony. Touche.
Yeah. Yep. This is the rematch, so I don't see any reason for her not to win. So love you, Tony Storm. If you need somebody to make you legal in the United States, I am your guy, okay?
Hey,
I'll marry you twice.
I was about to say, hey, ain't she all juiced up?
Oh, she with Juice Robinson?
You didn't know that?
No, I had no clue.
Bro, where you been, man? Yeah, they're a married couple. God. Sorry to break it to you. That look on your face is like a little kid finding out Santa Claus isn't real. He's like, damn.
All right, so we talked about this a little bit on the chop up. Guys' reactions to other guys, married guys, right? Like we will say often, man, you really outkicked your coverage on that one. You know, because we always think like, yo, how does he end up with her? And I'm thinking the same way about Juice Robinson here. Juice Robinson like a damn fool.
Yeah, man. They together, man. They're married.
Like a damn fool, man.
Damn, it's like everything just come crashing down a little Dale, man. little old Dale, man.
Tony, you can do better than that now, baby. Come on now.
Hey.
You got the juice. That's right.
Yeah.
All right, and the main event, tag team match: Will Ospreay and Kenny Omega teams up against Konosuke Takeshita and Kyle Fletcher. That's a letdown main event for me. I see Kyle Fletcher. I mean, he's an Australian guy. Okay, maybe for the crowd there, it'll be good. But I mean, it's good to see Omega and Ospreay together. That's probably a thing carrying the whole thing. What's your thought here?
Yeah, this is one of those matches I can't call. Well, I can. You would think it's gonna be Omega and Ospreay getting this dub because it's an unholy alliance, and poor Takeshita and Kyle Fletcher, they're gonna be sacrificed in Australia to these guys. But if Kyle Fletcher gets a dub, Kyle Fletcher and Konosuke actually get a dub over those two, that's a big that's a huge win. Very, very huge win. Usually in other promotions, the hometown guy usually gets like the dub, but in AEW, sometimes that's not always the case. So I'm pretty sure they're gonna lose, but I'd be surprised if they don't. Yeah.
Why this event is after the All-Star game. Yes.
Yeah.
That's why it's after the All-Star game. Yes. You're absolutely right. So that's the card for that. Let's get over to NXT and let's talk about Vengeance Day, which is coming up on Saturday. So back to our WWE here. And let's see. Where do we get the card? Okay, so on the card here, starting at the bottom, Javon Evans versus Ethan Page. So Javon Evans been cleared, but he had to sign a waiver on NXT to compete in this match. And he thought about it when he quickly signed it. And what's your thoughts on this matchup here?
On our show last night, our girl Dora, she brought up a point. It's like she didn't understand why they brought him back so soon. And I agreed because I felt like if you get your jaw cracked like that, you shouldn't be back in action a month or so later. That stuff takes time to heal. You got to have the wires in there. Ain't no way in hell you gonna be somewhat ready and good to go for competition. So I think they should have held him out at least close to the standing delivery time and have him come back. God damn, that shit's raining. But yeah, I got Javon Evans winning this match somehow, some way. But hopefully he doesn't get his jaw cracked again because the doctor said if he gets it cracked one more time, he might have to retire, basically.
Yeah. Yep. Same here. I got Javon Evans winning this one. Braxium versus Josh Briggs and the guy from Japan. Yoshikiki?
Yoshikiki.
I don't know that dude's name.
I think it's Kimura, something like that. I can't look up the name right now, but yeah.
I got Braxium winning this one for the tag team titles. So
yeah, so do I. But I made a joke yesterday. I'm like, it'd be kind of messed up that of all teams that would cause them to break up and lose, it would be Josh Briggs and the guy from New Japan. That would be like that'd be like shout out to Nessa. She said that like the 13th reason, like that'd be crazy if that actually happened.
Yeah.
Like out of all teams they've been through, those two winning the titles. Come on, man.
Exactly. Exactly. Trick Williams and Eddie Thorpe in a strap match. You excited to see this one?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I like to see this new Trick Williams get his. I don't see Eddie Thorpe winning because if I hate to see Trick get whooped and lose and basically whooped out of NXT into the main roster. So if he does lose, I'm pretty sure he's going to stick around and probably get called up later. Maybe after TakeOver, after Mania week, he'll pull up.
That's what I'm thinking too. After Mania. Yeah,
because I want to see more of this run of Trick Williams, this new attitude. Where is he going to lead to? This new edge. We need more of that before he gets called up.
Yep, I'm with you. Fallon Henley versus Stephanie Valkyr for the women's NXT North American title. I think we get Ann New here. What do you think?
Definitely Ann New. I definitely want to start booking my passports, start getting them stamped because she's definitely gonna win that one.
Oh, Samantha Urban was on Busted Open this week?
Yeah, I think today, if I'm not mistaken. She's not. She basically saying I'm paraphrasing that she's never gonna roll out a return to wrestling.
Yes.
Didn't really. I don't know. I didn't see the full review, but I'm not sure she specifically said WWE, but she said wrestling in general. So she could be back one day. I mean, she may just want to do this album. Her music. Get that off the ground, get that running. So who knows? But in regards to Stephanie, I have Stephanie winning. It's her time. And she's already put Julia on notice that after she gets this title, those two got some business to take care of. So I'm looking forward towards that. But Fallon Henley, thank you for coming. You had an okay title reign, wasn't bad at all. But both the international signees are getting some gold coming out of this.
I think Fallon gets a post-Mania call up too.
Maybe. Never know. Never know. Maybe she'll bring JC Jane because JC Jane's long overdue to get moved, but I highly doubt it. I would, to be honest with you, JC Jane's been around since the pandemic era. I would not be surprised if she's on the boot list.
Yeah, it might be time to do like a little bit more of I guess like a purge where you're moving players from NXT over to the main roster and sink or swim time, and we'll see what happens. Because like JC Jane's been there, quite a long time. Gigi Dolan, same thing. Shotzi, like like these are people that've been around for a while, and it's either use them on the main roster or just like move on, at this time. So we'll see, man. Massachusetts may get John Cena's finals event. Okay. When he's done.
Was hearing about that WWE was in talks of doing like a ruthless aggression style event in honor of John Cena. I don't know what it is exactly, but it's just a rumor, talks or whatever. So I guess once later on we get close to 2027, we'll find out what that is. I mean 2026, we'll find out what that is. But that'd be cool.
All right. So let's see. Oh, hold on.
Hey, John, you mean muy caliente, not mute. So she's quiet.
I gotta look at
quiet.
I gotta look at this shirt. Maybe I didn't notice it.
While are we talking about shirts, Jada Parker needs a shirt.
That's another one need to get to the main roster.
get some SEC call up not Chip Kelly, Brian Kelly, get some color schemes going, get some help with the color schemes, come up with a shirt with her likeness on it,
I like it. LSU. So she kind of doing the Disney princess thing or whatever with the little thing with horns on her head or whatever, half her face, the other half is Valcar. That looks pretty cool. I like it.
Yeah. I think one of the shirts I'm going to get from NXT is definitely Obafemi.
Yeah.
I like that shirt. And it's Black History Month. I got to get that shirt.
Yeah, for real. All right. For the NXT Women's Championship, we got the champ Julia defending against Bayley versus Roxanne Perez and Cora Jade as well. Fatal 4-way match. And look, the way it looks like Cora Jade is out here. She's trying to get hers after Roxanne Perez said that stuff about her. And she's trying to get her. So do you think there's any chance Cora Jade wins this thing?
No. But she's gonna make her presence felt. Like you said, she's trying to get her. She's trying to cut in line in Roxanne Perez to get the NXT championship. And she's also chasing down Marsha Slamovich in TNA as well. So Cora Jade's everywhere, man. She's trying to get some gold by any means necessary. But I did found it interesting that they added Cora Jade to this match. So I'm guessing we're going to be close to a split between Roxanne and Cora Jade, which will then obviously Roxanne's on her way up. So they're finding ways to cut ties with those two and have them go their separate ways. So I understand why she's been added to this match. So whatever happens on Vengeance Day, that's going to be it with those two. So I think after that, Roxanne's going to go on to Monday Night Raw, probably qualify for Elimination Chamber, which I don't know how the hell she's going to beat Raquel, but I'm pretty sure something's going to go down where she does. And, yeah, she's going to be happy on Monday Night Raw.
Okay. Yeah, I think Julia retains here with this thing.
I agree.
Bayley and Roxanne Perez definitely going to continue their feud. I'm hoping this still ends up with Cora maybe feuding with Julia. And hopefully with those two out the way, they'll be more interested in this feud between those two. And
especially Roadblock, NXT Roadblock's coming up between now and Mania on CW. So Cora might get a title match against Julia, maybe at Roadblock.
Be great.
So that'll keep her busy. So
exactly. That would be great. And for the main event and a triple threat match for the NXT Championship, Obafemi versus Austin Theory versus Grayson Waller. Do you think there's actual beef between Grayson Waller and Austin Theory?
Yeah.
Okay.
I do.
All right.
Yeah, I do.
I'm always they're kind of teasing this for months now, like the beef for the tear up between these two, and it's never happened. So I'm kind of trained to just be like, it's not gonna happen.
Yeah, but eventually, I mean, look at it this way: DX versus John Cena for the WWE Championship. It was the same way, and Triple H and Shawn wound up going at it during that match. I mean, granted, at the end of the day, they were still friends, but this is different because this has been boiling for a better part of a year now. So, I mean, that Austin Theory face turn is coming, man. It's coming, and it might happen the cracks probably might start breaking more at Vengeance Day because this is a handicap match, and I don't like A-Town Down Under's chances.
See, I don't know if a face turn is going to do anything for Austin Theory. I think that might get him fired.
Nah, he's not going to get fired. That guy, I think it was too soon. I think it was too soon to be like Vince's prep project, but the guy has that star power it factor. Just with the right booking, he can because fans somewhat still like Austin Theory. They like him way more than Grayson Waller. So I think
Grayson Waller is naturally hateable, and I get that. Grayson's gonna be fine. I think. I'm worried about Theory. I just don't think people care enough.
I mean, if he keeps this same attitude, but as a face, give him this type of character that he is, I think it could work. I'm not saying he's going to be an overnight sensation. He's in the main title scene or anything like that. Yeah. But, start at the bottom, depending on who's the United States champion, he can be in that mid card, pushing towards that. So, I mean, this feud with Grayson Waller is going to go for a while. So I can see those two having like a little small itty-bitty undercard match at Mania. So, yeah, I'm willing to give Austin Theory a shot because he's been – the last time he was somewhat a face was way back in NXT, so he's been a heel for all this time. So
yeah,
I think he'd be all right.
Okay, yeah, but I'm not giving anybody any shot to dethrone Oba right now. So that's not.
No. Yeah, I don't know who. It may be the Dawn later on, but I got no one beating Oba at all.
Yep. So. Yeah, man. So, all right, that's all I got here. You got anything else that I didn't bring up you wanted to talk about?
We talked about Chris Bay. That was one of the things I was going to bring up. One of the guys that I definitely don't feel sorry for on his release was Vinci. We knew that was coming. He shouldn't have tried to have some Tiffy time because she didn't belong to him. Wait!
That's what happened?
Yeah, apparently he made a pass at 50 Stratton, which is obviously dating Ludwig Kaiser, and so that's how Imperium split. Moved him to SmackDown, lost those 2 matches against Apollo Crews, and was never seen after that.
Let's go, bro. You gotta shoot your shot.
That's karma. That's karma. And I don't feel sorry for that. You go out and they came up together, man. They was in NXT together.
That's cool.
He's like that like the homie's girl, man. Like, come on, fam.
Let's go, dog. Let's go.
So yeah, he was DOA when they moved him to SmackDown. I was like, at first I'm like, damn, he loses his first match like that. That's kind of messed up. They're going to already bury him. And then I did my research. I found out why. I'm like, oh, well, shit. Well,
yeah, I didn't know.
He's not going to be around long.
I didn't know, dog. I didn't know.
Yeah,
wow.
Yeah. And it makes sense, too, because he hasn't been seen after those 2 matches at all.
Yes. Wow. Okay. All right, there you go. That's what happened to Vinci then. Okay.
I don't feel sorry for him. It's like, meh. Oh well, hey man, best of luck to you, but hands off of people's property. Not saying women are property, but you get what I'm saying. So
I feel you though. Like, that's your tag team partner. You're going after his girl. That's messed up, man.
Idiot.
That's some heel stuff right there.
Yeah, that's probably why Ludwig beat the dog shit out of Ludwig. I mean, out of Vinci those times when he kicked him out of Imperium. I'm like, oh, that was a little vicious. Now I understand.
That's ridiculous, bro. That is ridiculous. Okay, well, thank you for that info, bro. I didn't know.
But he wasn't injured, so it's like if you think about it, what sense would it have made to have him lose 2 matches and then that's it? They would have just cut him way before then if they didn't want him. So that's he just basically got punished and got set on the sidelines and arrivederci, Vinci bars.
Oh, that is great, bro. Absolutely great. Okay. Oh, that's really good to know, man. All right, man. You got anything coming up this weekend for the pay-per-views or anything, or?
Oh no, there's no watch along this week. I'm gonna, like I mentioned earlier, I'm gonna be out. John got work to do somewhere else, so we just decided we're just not gonna have it at all. So the Royal Rumble was actually our last pay-per-view watch along until after Mania, because the Elimination Chamber, we're gonna be at this place called Cosm. It's kind of like a virtual reality type, a VR type of experience. So we're going to be there for the Elimination Chamber, and we're going to be in Vegas for Mania week. So we're not going to do a watch along for that either. So yeah, this is it for us until whatever pay-per-views after Mania in April. I mean, in May.
Yeah. Gotcha. All right.
So
I hope that'll work then, man. All right.
Yeah, just catch us next week. Same time, same place, 7:15 Pacific Standard Time. Sports U Wrestling. We got some guests coming on next week, so check us out.
Yep. Hey, I'm gonna be doing the Valentine thing all weekend, so I'm pretty sure I will not be watching wrestling live. We catching up with it.
Me neither, man.
So
we're off. I'm off Monday, so I'll probably catch up on some Monday.
Yeah, there you go. That might be the move right there. Take off on Monday.
You're gonna be drained, all right, huh? You're gonna be too tired to get up. You know what I'm saying?
Right. All right, man. So here we'll see you guys next week.
Shout out to John, man. If you know, you know. If you watched last night's episode, you know what that means.
Don't end up on trial again, John. Don't end up on trial again, dog.
Yikes. Everybody was watching that court.
Don't do it. So yeah, we'll see y'all again next week. We'll talk about what happened this weekend and everything like that, and be talking more wrestling. So with that being said, Kenny Omega, take us home.
I'll speak to you too. Goodbye. Mwah. Good night. Bang! Yes!
Thanks for watching our show. Remember to subscribe for more shows on the network. Smash the like button, share, and comment.